Hi folks, I'm Shannon. Been hunting since I was a little kid, meat cutter since the age of 18, and today we're just going to go over, we just harvested this young sow bear, and we're going to go over a little bit of field dressing. Say this is my way of doing it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, this is just the way that I do it. And as a meat cutter, first off, I'll tell you what I like is to not get a lot of leaves and debris in the carcass when I'm dragging it out. It's all about keeping the meat clean, and as soon as we get that home, we'll start another video. We'll show how to skin it out. The big thing with any wild game is getting them dressed right away, and then getting that heat out. So by doing that, we're going to get the hide taken off and let that meat cool as quick as it can. That's where a lot of times people say about gamey tasting meat. A lot of times because people hang them for days and up to a week with the hide still on it. That meat doesn't cool properly. It should be handled the same way it is in the slaughterhouse. And that's when we kill in the slaughterhouse, the hide comes off immediately and dressed out. Anyway, we'll start the dressing process here, and like I say, this is just my way of doing it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but actually that's a young boar. Thought that was a sow there before. With the process, I start first. I'm just cutting through the skin. I don't want to cut right in through the muscle cavity. So I wish I had my better knife, but I'm just cutting through the fat and skin without getting into the gut sac or anything, or getting through the muscle. And I'm just making a straight cut right from down in the groin area, and I'll stop right up around where the chest bone meets there. Now what I like to do is just peel it back a little bit so I got more space to work with. Like I said, I don't want to make too big a gap because it's just going to cause more leaves and debris and stuff to get inside the carcass. Penis right there. Bears are one of the animals that, a few animals that actually have a penis bone. Okay, so I've opened that back a little ways, enough so I can get a spot to work at. And what I'll do, I'll start up high so I'm not puncturing the gut area. I just want to cut through the muscle a little bit, enough that I can expose the inside. And what I'll do, I'll lift a little bit as I'm cutting through the muscle, and I'm just making little cuts so I don't go too deep. Get through the fat. Get down about to the pelvic area. And that's just the liner for the inside. Just enough we can expose it. See that nicked the liver there. Without busting the gut sac or the piss bag, I'm just going to start getting the guts pulled out to the side here, where I can work at it a little more. Oop. Let me fire a shot. A couple animals getting dressed in here today. Just really be careful not to cut yourself and get in around the and I like the heart and liver the best. I'm going to save those. Set that aside somewhere here. A plastic bag in the truck will put that in here after. What I'm doing here, I'm reaching up inside and I'm pulling the heart and lungs out of the way so I can find the windpipe. And then once I get a hold of the windpipe, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to grab my left hand. I'm going to carefully get this knife in without cutting myself. And I keep my finger on like this just so I can feel where the end of the blade is. And I'm going to slide that in beside my other hand. Maybe get enough room here. Along in my way here. Try this again. I'm reaching just as far up as I can because I'll clean that windpipe and stuff out after. But I want to keep it just above where my left hand's holding it. And I'm just going by feel because of course I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've cut through that windpipe. Now I keep a hold of it. He's holding it there. And I'm going to pull this right by the windpipe. Everything's connected down through. And then I'm going to go in along the bottom edge and just free up any of that muscle that's holding the sack in place. Just little nicks so that I don't want to split into anything. I'll get that right out away from the animal. So if anything does happen to split open, it's out on the ground and not inside the carcass. Now, a lot of people cut in around the anus. They say I find it easier to clean that up later, so long as I'm ahead of the bladder, so that I'm not going to spill urine back inside, and hopefully no feces. I'm going to cut that off like so, keep it pinched off so nothing comes out of it, and pull the whole sack and guts right out through. And like I say, where I eat the heart, it's in its own little sack here. So now that I get it away from the animal, get that heart pulled out. And with gall, here in Nova Scotia, every province is different, so you want to check your regulations where you're from. But we have the luxury in Nova Scotia that as a licensed bear hunter or bear snarer, that we can actually legally sell the gall. So how it works here in Nova Scotia, we go into Department of Natural Resources. We take the gall in. We get a tag for it, and then with that tag we can legally ship that off for sale or sell it local wherever you can find a buyer for it. So it makes it nice because it's putting the majority of the animal to use, and like I say, there's different people that want that gall. So anyway, that's pretty well it. I'll dig that gall out of there after and have a look for it here. But hopefully I didn't cut it when I was in around the liver there. Anyway, we'll find that here after. And that's about all I'm going to do to that now. It lightens it a lot for the drag out. We'll drag that out, get it home, and then we'll start the skinning process, and we'll show a little video on that here after. Anyway, thank you.